What's up, YouTube? This is the 4G63 Army channel. I'm Anthony. John's behind the camera. We both just had a snowstorm of about 16 inches of snow, and we're gonna go have fun and play in our Evos today. That's John's Evo you saw in the first video. The Spider's right behind my car, parked. The Spider's way in the back there. And we're sitting in my 2014 Evo 10 GSR 5-speed. I bought it in September. Haven't really driven it much. So we're gonna go have fun in the snow today. Just fuck around videos, nothing serious. Although this isn't a 4G63 powered car, it's a 4B11 engine code. We'll drive it and fucking tell you how it is. I wasn't a fan of this car at first, I gotta be honest, but we're gonna go fill this thing up with gas and go have fun in both cars. So we just left my house in the Evo 10. Gonna put gas in it. I did switch the all-wheel control to the snow mode. There is snow on the ground. I guess to tell you a little bit about the 4B11, it's definitely different from the 4G63. Instead of an aluminum head and cast iron block like a 4G63 is, this is all aluminum. That's what kind of scared me from buying this. But I agreed to my girlfriend to keep the car stock, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. You know, when they start making big power, you know, the aluminum, as everybody knows, not as strong. So it is, I'll say, from the gate, a torquier motor than the 4G63. It does have more torque down low. Just very lack of power up top. Anything past 5,000 RPMs in a bone stock one, there's really no power here at all. Like I said, it's fun. It's gonna stay stock. My girlfriend really drives it a lot. I've only driven it really a handful of times. We'll put gas in it and fucking see how she is. I'll do a little sample pull here on the dry road. Comfortable car, XM radio, you know, not really all the bells and whistles. This one's not loaded. I didn't want it that way. Needed the 5-speed. I didn't want to go with the MR with that, you know, that paddle shift. That's just not my taste. So this is where I pulled that Mustang up the hill last night. He was right here in my truck. He was stuck. I chained him and pulled him all the way up here. But you know, I'll do a little pull. It's torquey down low, right about till there, and then there's nothing. You know, what else are you gonna expect? There's a lot of restriction in the plumbing and shit on this car. On any factory turbo car, there's usually room for improvement, but it's warranted, man. It's not worth fucking with it. I don't want to fuck with it. I gotta be honest, I don't really know a lot about a 4B11 motor. I do 4G63, so I mean, it'll stay relatively stock. Maybe put an intake system and a blow-off valve or something on it, but that's it. Great car. I mean, I'm not dissing the car in any way. Handling is superior. It's definitely upgraded from the previous Evo. I've driven them. John has one. It's just the yaw control that's in this car from the factory is amazing, and the US production Evos, the 03 to 06s, did not come with the yaw control. The yaw control helps pull you through corners. It sends different power to all certain types of wheels. At some point, if you're really working this car hard through the corner, this car could be one-wheel drive. It all depends on what this smart all-wheel drive system wants to do with the power to the wheels. In an 03 to 06 US production Evo, you don't get that. They had that in the cars overseas, but they didn't include it in the US production ones. I don't know why. Either way, both cars still are beasts in the snow. You'll never get stuck. I mean, it snowed once before. I tried to get this fucker stuck. The only exception to it not being stock is I have a set of ice tires on it. Snow and ice tires, which they're really key. I mean, they'll help you out. That $750 thing, Dunlop Winter Max tires. But yeah, we'll put some gas in it. I can go pop the hood. We'll take a little look at the car.
Here's what everybody wanted to see. Here's the stock turbo from the EVO 10. This is a 2014 model. You can see it's all left bone stock. You can see they changed it up a little bit. The turbo's not in the front, it's actually in the back here. You can see the heat shield. The difference between this and the 9, the MyVec on the 9 only feeds from the intake side. So this actually feeds the MyVec from the intake and the exhaust. So you can see pretty much stock, nothing done to it. We'll take it for a ride in the snow, have it drifting a little bit. Yeah, see what it can handle, see what it can do. Its stock specs 291 horsepower, so, and that's pretty much it. Nothing really to show.
Alright, so about to go do, you know, some little snow drifting in the Evo. Show you guys how it handles, how it grips, whatever. But I guess before we get into that, we created this fucking channel thing on YouTube. We're not creating it just to fuck around or, you know, make pointless videos and kind of waste people's time and shit. We're eventually going to get into doing the motor work, doing your own tuning with certain softwares and stuff. We're just kind of getting used to making the whole film process and all that. So I just wanted to let everybody know that. We're not here to fucking waste people's time and do dumb shit, and, you know, we try to be safe, and, you know, we're not idiots. So, but so we got some snow covered road here. I'm gonna wait for this truck to get way up there. John, why don't you zoom in on the super all-wheel control? This is what I was explaining about the yaw control that the 03 to 06 US production Evolutions do not have. That's the super all-wheel control. That'll push the power to certain wheels. Like I said, at some points, this car can be one-wheel drive. It puts the power where it feels like the power needs to go. So, I'll do a little acceleration, John, if you want to keep the camera on the graph, and it'll actually show you where the power goes. I don't know really about STIs and Subarus, but I'm pretty sure when I was in one last, you can adjust the power ratio. You could bring it more to the rear, more to the front, which is pretty cool, but Mitsubishi already does that for you where it thinks you need the power. So I'll drift this turn up here. After this car goes by. See if we can get around this turn pretty good. And it just sticks. It does. It really just sticks. You can turn the traction off. You could probably break some more wheels and, you know, have a little more free play in what you want the car to do as far as donuts and all that shit. But so we're gonna get in John's now. That was just kind of an introduction to this car because it wasn't in the video last time. There's the spider in the back. That doesn't go anywhere in the rain or the snow. Just front wheel drive with huge power, just it doesn't work. I had a hard time moving it out of the driveway. The clutch is really grippy in it, so you could try not to spin them, but they're just gonna spin in the snow. I'll pull this back in, we'll get in John's, and we'll show you the EVO 9 versus the 10.